where I don't have still a deep feeling with is Tottenham.
This is the first time in my career to see a situation like this.
No, I think the last 48 hours has revealed to me the foundations are fairly fragile, mate. So
Porto, Chelsea, Inter, Real Madrid, Manchester United, all the clubs, I feel connection.
The used here don't play for something important.
outside, inside, everywhere. It's been an interesting exercise. I probably misread the situation. Is important in your endeavour to become a winning team.
Tottenham story is this: 20 years that there is the owner and never won something. But why? Only for the fault is only for the club or for every manager that stay here. I have seen the manager that Tottenham had.
We will be connected forever, like I am with my previous clubs.
Damning. That is the only way you can define Tottenham Hotspur. I know we're not going to sit on Spurs. Good evening, Jamaica Football Chronicles. Jax O'Brien, Fry is here, and Randy Savage, guys.
Back from
How
the dead.
has it been this last week?
Well, I've been tired, but it was a good week. It was a good week, Labor Day, and so you don't know you clean up and everything there. But it has been a good week. What about you?
Well, Jamaican and everything. So Labor Day still have to technically work. But not a bad day after all. Sav, how's the day been for you?
Well, first, it's good to be back. Secondly, it was all right. It's very hot in Jamaica. Of course, it's absolutely scorching. The day it's Labor Day, huh? I did some work today. To be fair, I did quite a bit. Not as much as I'd like to, but I did quite a bit, and I'm just thankful that I actually got some stuff done.
I don't know why me talk about Labor Day like it's celebrated at the same day in the States. But I just want to feel like I'm a part of it, but obviously I didn't get a holiday. Yeah, so
Yeah, mate. But good week and everything. I thought to bring this in because it's always Fry who brings up his favorite topic, so I'm going to bring up a favorite topic for him. Cavalier win the Jamaica Premier League playoffs with his boy Richard King sending the game to extra time. Eventually, penalties where Cavalier won. I know you must be a proud father right now. I mean, are you his agent too? Are we going to see a big move in the summer?
proud father is an understatement. I am elated. It is magnificent. I've been talking about Richard King for years, that he's a cut above the rest in regards to a centre back, a young talented centre back, and to see him get up and do that for his side after coming back from Iceland. It's really good. He deserved it. Richard King, he's the king. You don't know. Masika say what Masika was song? I don't remember the lyric, but you know the Masika lyric.
No, I
Um,
don't.
yeah, yeah, all right. Oh, like a king. Yeah, that's the lyric. Okay, so there you have it. So you never know. That's the lyric. Yeah, Richard King, he's exceptional. He should definitely be in Jamaica squad for sure. And if Halgrim Sido pick him, I will go down there myself and cut him a box. But that is good. It's grateful that Richard King. I'm not really busy about Cavalier, but you want Tapa win because Tapa is that guy. But it's kind of bittersweet because you can look at it that it's a good experience. Yeah.
I'll give Sav the floor because that was a whole lot.
A whole lot of nothing.
I mean, personally, it was a good final overall. I'm not gonna complain. Um, like honestly speaking, I'm not too upset with that. Of course, one of the teams did knock out my team. I think Cavalier was it
Mhm.
that knocked out Waterhouse, and at the end of the day, they went on to win. So obviously, the better team did win because we're the best. So if they beat the best, then obviously they're the best. Um, it was a very entertaining match from what I saw. I didn't get to watch the full 90, but from what I saw, it was very entertaining. It was a little bit cagey, but That's what you'd expect. All in all, it was a great final to sum up a great season of Premier League action, the Jamaica Premier League action. I'm looking forward to next season. The quality of football certainly has come a long way since the last time we've watched these.
It really has. And like you said KJ, right? But in the final, something I couldn't understand was how the hell a team coached by Theodore Tapper Whitmore, right? Tapper Whitmore had over 60% possession. Like, that's not Tapper. That was not Tapper ever. Like, I, I never understood it. Like they had more shots, everything. I thought Mount Pleasant could have won, mainly because they have players who are, I would say, are basically trying or playing for Charlton Athletic next season. Right? There's a good chance a couple of those players to make it that move because of the partnership they've signed. And I'm like, this is not a Tapa Whitmore team. This is not the where the long ball that were Fry said I got. Where's the long ball? Me seeing tiki taka.
I mean, let's be brutal honest here, right? Mount Pleasant is a good team. However, to compare them, Charlton Athletic are a good team as well. But I don't think Charlton Athletic marches into the JPL and even finishes top half of the table. To be brutally honest with you, and I'm not even trying to be a smartass. I just don't think that Charlton Athletic has that quality that can absolutely rival a JPL team. Sorry if I'm sounding very harsh, but I believe that the JPL is about League One quality. It's not championship quality, but about League One quality. Charlton is in what? League One or League Two?
League One.
They're in League One. When is the last time they finished high in League One? A while, I surmise. I'd say that Cavalier and Mount Pleasant are both League One quality teams, right? I don't think Charlton would walk into this. But of course, it's not about Charlton. It's about Cavalier and their excellent football to win. So congratulations to them. Best team of the season one at the end of the day. No hard feelings. At least it wasn't Portmore United.
Oh, okay. Wow, wow. Shots. Okay, it's fine. I'll take them shots. You know, the team was not really that good this season. I'll put my hands up to that. I mean, I would say as a former Ulmerian, and Ulmer's day was what yesterday, 295. That we would have really wanted Arnett to win because I mean the captain of Arnett Gardens is Jamon Shepherd, right? Is a former Ulmerian, so we would wanted to see him lift that trophy regardless of anything. But we couldn't get everything we wanted this season. Um, Fry brought up a good point about the Copa America squad for hope I'm not tripping out, but Copa America squad for later this summer. And I brought a short list. Not that many players, just about 8 or so players of should they make the squad or should they not make it. Um,
All right.
and I want to get your if you guys can, if I'm not tripping out, I'm still here, right?
Yeah,
He's
you're
still
still here.
here.
Okay, thank you. All right. So first player, Omari Hutchinson. Back goals for Ipswich sent them to the Premier League. We don't have a right winger now. He is a left-footed right winger, cuts in. He plays good football and he's at a decent level. Young, can integrate very easily. Should he join the squad or should he not be in the setup?
He should be in the setup. Absolutely. Absolutely. Right. When you look at the quality of football that Hutchinson has been playing this season for Ipswich Town, as you said, he's clenched. He's clenched promotion with Ipswich Town, and he played an integral part on that right wing. Let's not forget that he did play a great part. He deserves it. If he doesn't get called up, then I'll be extremely shocked. He completely deserved this call up, and I believe he has something to offer to this Jamaican team.
Mhm. Fry?
There isn't much to add to that. To be honest, I think Savage said it wonderfully. He should be in the team.
Mhm. So, Fry, sticking with you, and a player that has been in the squad, right? And it's not been the end of the season that they might have wanted. Bobby Decordova-Reid. Should he still be in the squad? Because Halgrimson employs a 4-4-2 and puts him on the right. Now, if Hutchinson is going to be there, are you going to move Reid to the center? You're going to put him as a second striker? Is he going to be on the bench? What's going to happen then? Should he join the Copa squad or not?
The thing about Bobby Reed, I think Bobby Reed has to join the Copa squad because even though he isn't always on the team sheet. He is a Swiss Army knife player. He's done everything, and he can be used everywhere. Whether it's effectively, you can argue, but he is of a somewhat quality that I think that does well in the team and scores spectacular goals every now and then. So I think he should be in the team. Why should Bobby Reed be taking out the team? That's crazy. That's crazy, man.
Fry, bit more Fry. South be devil's advocate.
I agree actually. I agree actually with what he's saying. Bobby the Cordova Reed has a certain era about him. Has a certain era about him. He can play across the front three to some extent. As you said, he may not be an absolute starter, but he offers valuable experience on the international level. And he's not been playing bad internationally for us, to be brutally honest with you. Right? As you said, may have had a disappointing season, but that does not negate his quality. Um, he's had a good track record with Jamaica, and I say to keep him. We know how football is. Injuries can happen. God forbid any injuries happen. He can slot in for almost anyone in the front, in the front or the middle of the pitch. He's a versatile player, and I think he deserves a shot.
Yeah, I agree. To be honest, Bobby Reed is a must. Bobby Reed is a must.
He is a must. All right. Well then, I have three more players. Maybe controversial. Well, not three, four. To be exact. A goalkeeper, Corey Adai. Now, yeah, keep talking and talking and talking about Crawley Town, etc. And he is their number one. They've just gotten promoted to League One. Um, Funny thing is, they finished, I think, goal difference out of relegation 2 seasons ago in League Two. They stuck with the manager and he got them promoted this year. And Adai has been one of the best goalkeepers in the division. He's moving up. He's 26. And look, Andre Blake's having some injury problems. We don't really have another goalkeeper who fits the bill. I mean, Adai is taller. He is quick to get down to save shots. I mean, playing out is a bad thing, but can Andre Blake actually play out of the back? So it's not really a big miss. Should Corey Adai be a part of that Copa America squad?
Well, that's subjective. Is Mr. Adai better than Mr. Knight?
I was just gonna say that's a good question.
Because if he is better than Amal Knight, then I'd say sure, right? For now, we are certain that Blake will start barring any injuries, and if it's not Blake, then it will be Knight, right? I don't know a lot about this player. I don't know enough about this player to critique him. But you, Jackson, I wanna put you on the hot seat for a second. Do you believe that Adai is a better overall shot stopper than Amal Knight? Let's start there.
Yes, yes,
You believe so?
yes.
Uh,
The thing is, I've been watching them all season, so yeah, I know. Look, Amal Knights is talented, but you know, talent that just looks lazy on the pitch, like we've seen Anthony Martial, like that's literally Amal Knight in goal.
so question.
Adai is very good.
So question: has the quality of opponents that Mr. Knight has faced is it substantially better, worse, or equal to the opponents that Adai has faced? Because remember, we must not negate the fact that if a player may seem bad when you look at stats, but when you look at who he's also playing against, it may also make a difference. Remember, we're playing against South Americans here. 90% of the national teams down there have players who play in the top leagues for most countries, right? Players who can go almost anywhere in the world and leave an impact on any pitch that they go on. Whether or not they win or not, it's subjective, but we must remember that South Americans most of them are of at least championship level, with a few national teams actually having um, players high Premier League level.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Adai has been playing. Look, they were in the FA Cup, so of course they played against some better teams. In League Two, the level is not actually that bad. I mean, we watched the National League playoff final, and that was electric. And League Two is much better than that. In the game where they beat MK Dons over two legs 8-1, he was still one of the best players over the two ties. And when you win by a 7 goal margin and your keeper is one of the best players, it shows a lot. I mean, he had two penalty saves. Um, Knight, on the other hand, Knight, his level is much lower, in my opinion, to where Adai is, right? Adai is playing in League One now, right? We've established that. But he's playing in League One as well. But in League One, in America. So below the MLS, below the USL. Like for me, that's part-time football. Where in England, where you go as soon as you hit EFL anything, that's full-time, that's football, that's money, that's everything. So I think he's better based on the quality he's gone against.
All right, all right then. I'll leave it to your judgment then.
Mhm. All right. And so, okay, two more players I do want to touch on. Dujan Richards. I'm not going to say
Who? Who?
anything. You
Who? Somebody call me. Somebody. Somebody call me.
Ah,
oh man.
ah. Fry, I'll let you start.
Um, Whisper has to be in the team. Whisper has to be in the team. Uh, whether or not he's been in excellent form, he has to be in the team. So it's a plus that he's in excellent form. So I'm not gonna go on a rant because I'm gonna rant every minute about Whisper. So that's where I'll end it. He has to be in the team. Yes.
All right. Well, that's awkward. I've been a strong advocate as to why Dijon Whisper is not that good in recent history. Um, this is a difficult one to take because I acknowledge he's been in excellent form, but that's for Chelsea's under 21s. He's literally playing against kids. Can he do it against South Americans? I'm not so sure. I think he should go. I think he should go just for the experience. I don't think he'll start though, and I don't think he'll really do much. But I think he should go just for the experience. It'll be a great experience for him to learn how to handle high pressure fixtures in the future. And yeah, he deserves it. He deserves that shot based on what he's been doing. Although I could have done the same. I'm just short.
That is crazy. Okay, we'll take
Oh,
that. We'll take that, man.
all right. All right. Well,
Yes.
I'm going to be the odd one out. I don't think he should go. I think what he needs to do is focus on Chelsea right now. You see the wonders it's done for Hutchinson when he says he has to focus on club level, has no time for internationals. He's one of the better players in the championship. Chelsea don't have a coach. So him breaking through, Poch could have loved him and said, yes, he's going to start next season. He's sacked. So he needs to focus on his club level, make sure that everything is good. I mean, should he be playing on the 21s next season? I don't think so. But what if the next manager is like, I don't think he's ready for a loan. But Sam Jewell in recruitment's like, he can go. But, all else come down to the manager and he's like, no, he should stay and play another year. And next thing you know, he's the next Shola Shoretire who broke through at 16 and now he's 20, still playing on the 21 football for some goddamn reason. Um, so I don't think he should go. Final player, and this is gonna be a bit nostalgic. Junior Flemings.
Oh my
Currently, he's on,
days.
currently he is on loan from Toulouse at a team in what's that country's name again? Serbia. Yes. Sorry about that, Serbians. I cannot pronounce the team's
Nah,
name
screw
because
you, Serbians.
the accents are there. You fucking idiot. The accents are there. Um, so I don't want to mispronunciate them. But I think he's the fourth highest scorer in the league from left wing. He's been tearing it up. I mean, I remember when Toulouse bought him for a record USL sale. I think it was about €1 million, and he's still not played for them. They've been loaning him out the past 2 seasons. His contract ends, if I'm not mistaken, in 2026. So he can go back to Toulouse in France and have a future, but it's not looking good. But in Serbia, he's taking it on, and Serbia have one of the top, if I'm not mistaken, top 30 leagues in the world. So that's a good thing for him. He's not been anywhere near the squad in the past, however long since he's been here, since he's last appeared for Jamaica. But he's been in form. He's been electric. He's been doing it for senior football. Does Junior Flemings does he deserve to be in the Copa squad this summer?
W- where he plays left wing, left wing,
Yeah,
right?
either wing, basically either wing. He's adaptable.
That's tricky because we on the left we already have Demari Gray. And Hutchinson, as we said, who can play across all three positions, including the Cordova Reed. The question is he better than any of them, which I don't think he is. This is difficult. But I think I'll have to say no. I just don't know enough about him at the moment in time. I don't know enough. I don't know what his form is like. And then again, we also have to be mindful of other factors as well. Including the development of other players who are coming through. As he said, Flemings haven't touched this team in a long time. He's not a starter for Toulouse. He's been on loans. Is that indicative of his form? Top 30 league in the world does not necessarily mean you can. I think every single South American league is in the top 15. Well, every single major South American league is in the top 15. And most of the players from there, for most of the countries, are from the South American leagues. Like the Mexican league. Well, that's not technically South American, but you know what I mean. The Mexican league, the Colombian league, the Argentine league, and the Brazilian league. A lot of them are from those leagues. I don't think so. I don't think he makes this squad. I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, to bring up the stats, because I know you guys weren't too familiar with what he's been going on in Serbia. I wasn't either, right? I was notified of this. I think it was, what month is this? May? I think it was in March. I was notified of this, and I was like, that's where he is, because I had no idea. Like, Toulouse have him on the books, but they don't use him. So he has 11 goals and 2 assists in 23 starts. He has a goal conversion rate of 18%, which, look, Erling Haaland is 23. So, it's not that far away. He's only missed 2 big chances all season. That's mad, by the way. To miss only 2. That's crazy.
Dude, Erling Haaland has over 20 goals in the Premier League. I mean,
But he
there's no real
started more. And plus, you can't really say that because he's not in the Prem. How do we know that Flemings wouldn't go to the Prem and score 40 goals? We don't know. And even though it's ridiculous and would never happen, we can't say that because he could go to the Prem and score 40 goals, and we'd be looking stupid, or we wouldn't be looking stupid. We'd love it.
The only way that's happening is if Jesus, when I'm not talking Gabriel, blesses his foot. That's the only way. And that ain't happening, right? The only way that's happening is if Jesus Christ of Nazareth himself comes down and ordains him with a rocket of a left foot. Unless Flemings doesn't even make freaking Ipswich Town. That's just what I feel. I don't think he's ready for this year. I don't think he is. And the question is, when will he ever be ready? We've been waiting for him to bloom into the next big talent for Jamaica for the past how many years now? And it's
like a decade.
Exactly, it's not happening. So why should we sacrifice the future for someone who's clearly still in the past? Man, I should be a freaking...
Wow. Poetry, man.
Martin Tyler.
Yeah. Yeah. So Fry, yes or no before we do move on Flemings?
No.
Damn. That was the coldest one. It just damn, bro. It's like he stepped in shit. Anyway,
Bro.
um, we spoke about Richards. We spoke about the situation at Chelsea, and as the title does say, coaching madness. Pochettino sacked. I mean, look, is Poch a coach to win your trophies? No, but he took this team from page 2 FC to sixth place. And you've seen actual momentum. That's the first time Chelsea's had momentum that wasn't named Cole Palmer. It's the first time this season. And it started in freaking April. And he is sacked. Why?
Bro. Bro.
And the thing is, I don't want to cut you. The thing is, the people they have on the list to replace him, it's Kieran McKenna, who's had 2 years, and I'm not kidding, 2 years of first team football experience in terms of being the coach. Enzo Maresca, who was the assistant to the assistant at Man City and is now at Leicester, and Thomas Frank, who's at Brentford. Like, what?
Todd
Just
Bowley,
Chelsea
innit?
things, innit? Just
It's
vibes.
Americans, bruv.
Bro, it's
Soccer.
just vibes FC. It's just vibes FC. Because I was surprised because I'm like, I don't know if I should be happy or upset. Happy at the fact that this guy is no longer in charge, or upset at the fact that Chelsea literally have there are billionaires out there with less sense than my 2-year-old cousin, and all he does is watch Cocomelon all day, and I'm pretty sure he could have seen this coming. Like, bro, why Saka, man? As you said rightfully, Jackson, they just got momentum. He could have easily brought that momentum into next season. Easily, right? Your star boy is getting his plaudits that he deserves. Your wingers are actually starting to win. Your defenders are actually starting to defend. You're literally losing one of your best defenders, and Poch knows what he's looking for in a defender. Why now are you going to uproot all of that? I think this is the American concept of instant impact, right? They want something so bad for it to do so quickly that they don't give a manager the time to settle in. They don't give them, as if you come in and it's not instant success, it's out. And I think that's just the mentality that Bowley has.
You
As
see,
a footballer, you can't do it.
that's the thing though. I know the team that Bowley owns in baseball, the LA Dodgers, and they've had the same coach for about a decade now. Like, and they've won about 2 titles in that decade, and he's not been slot contracts, to Shohei Otani 700 mil over 10 years and whatnot. He's not sucking manager, so I don't know why he's doing it in football. Like he's not this type of guy.
No, you have to remember, when you respect a sport, you treat it with diligence. It's clearly that he does not respect football to the same level that he respects American football. That's just my
Just to add, when if you look at it from the perspective on the amount of money that Chelsea has spent and invested in their manager, then you will be able to understand that if they haven't seen direct um proof that they have made the right investment, then you can cut and say that them call it a loss and try again. And if you look at the history of Chelsea and its managers, they've always been doing that. Their legacy. So when Poch take the job, he knew in time it's short. From spend how much money by him. So it's like
no. But
I'm
this
not
squad isn't
shocked.
necessarily what Poch made. This is the squad that Poch had to work with. Remember, Poch didn't really have much say. He didn't have much time to make any real signings. Correct me if I'm wrong here, right, Jackson?
Jackson asleep. Okay,
Bro,
well,
no manager at Chelsea has had say since Jose Mourinho.
Oh, well, there you go. That's
It's
so.
terrible to
Well,
see, man. It's,
well, not just to cut you a bit. It's not necessarily say, but financial backing. If you compare the backing that the managers have in relation to the amount of money they're spending, if you compare that to any other club, you see a very big difference. So it's understandable why the Chelsea board and whoever up there are so ruthless with their managers, because they really are spending a lot. And they're doing this weird tactic where they expect that if you throw any amount of money at football, you can win trophies. And it shows that that is not always the case. There's a lot of other
Bro,
things that goes
ain't
into
that what
making a
City did
brilliant
though?
team.
Ain't that
No, it's different. It's different
how's that different then?
because City also putting infrastructure into their club and build up grassroots football to make outstanding talent. Look at Cole Palmer now. Look at Phil Foden now. Those are talents that came through City, right? Yes, they did buy players, but they also had a manager that knew how to use the players. So it's a whole bunch of things, and Chelsea is missing a lot of the puzzle. They only have the money, and the money alone now go work.
That's a great point. I can't believe. Hey,
Thank you, man. Thank you, man.
but you don't normally get good. We normally say you get a lot of clangers on this show, but you actually got a good point, and we have to applaud that. We have to applaud that. Just like we have to applaud the agent of Vincent Company and Craig Bellamy, relegated Burnley. Now they're going to Bayern Munich. What the hell did I read?
what?
Imagine relegated with Burnley and Bayern Munich are like, that's our manager. Is it that bad out there? Can we
Wait,
get a job? Sav, can we get a job
Vincent
now?
Company. Vincent.
Vincent. I think that's how you're actually supposed to pronounce it, but no
But
one cares.
I don't care about that Belgian fry. Bro, Bayern
Wait.
Munich.
Is he a Belgian version of Fry, or do you mean he's a Belgian
No, he's a Belgian fry. Remember, fries came from Belgium.
French fry?
No, it's not French fries, it's Belgian fries.
Oh,
No,
I
I know,
just
I
got
know.
it.
Yeah, French fries are
Oh,
originally from Belgium, but I'm saying, is he a Belgian version to Fry? Because he didn't really say anything.
No. Fry is better than him. Fry is better than him because
this joke,
really,
this joke
bro.
has too
I
much
could have,
parts, man. Too complex.
bro. I'm sorry. I'm speaking like I'm talking to freaking Barca fans when in reality it's probably a lad from Birmingham. Get relegated, it what. Anyways, um, bro, it's that bad that they went for You know what? They deserve it. They completely deserve it because you sat Nagelsmann when Nagelsmann was doing so well for no reason. That's only footballing karma for you. That's like a Alfie Hinjal and all over again. Honestly.
Does company break
But
the
wait a
does
minute. What? Why is signing? Obviously, they shouldn't have sacked Nagelsmann. But why is Vincent Company such a horrible manager?
blood?
He's
Look,
bald.
he did well in the championship,
He's
right?
bald
But in
and
the
he's not
Premier
Spanish.
League, it didn't work, bruv. It's just how it
Yeah,
is.
but it's not. It's not. I wouldn't put it down to bad managing. It's just the quality is just different. There's a cause when I watch Burnley, they look like a good team. They look well managed. They just lose because a lot of the
They're
teams they're
Burnley.
playing against. Yeah, but they're not playing Burnley football. Shandike, parking the bus. They're playing good football, right? So it's actually a loss for Burnley that they lost Vincent Company. He's a good manager, and I think that's why Bayern got him because if he can do that with Burnley, it shows that he can with our side with absence, he can make some good football too.
Does Vincent Company break the hurricane curse?
No, he ain't able to.
I thought you guys said he was a good manager. He could
I
break
didn't.
it.
Friday, I didn't.
I didn't say it was Jesus Christ. I said it was a good manager. Come on now.
Bro.
Right. Real Madrid win a lot. Right? Could Ancelotti have broken the Hurricane curse?
No.
The power of the eyebrow not strong enough.
No, bro, not even the eyebrow can help this man. This man needs divine intervention.
Damn. Damn.
This
Damn.
is not
But
sponsored by
enough that.
Audi, by the
Well, enough that then. Last week, we were talking, me and Fry, and I was saying it was after the Spurs debacle of how they could have beaten City, secured top four for themselves, but they wanted to lose to stop Arsenal, and all this thing about Ange possibly leaving. And I said to Fry, but hold on, blood. There is a world class manager out there currently that would suit Spurs excellently, and that was Gareth Southgate. Think about it. England have won fuck all. Spurs haven't won anything in how long? Everybody loves Southgate. He's a politician type manager. They love talking to him. No one cares that England haven't won with a generation that should have won at least the Euros. Right? No one talks about that. But they love Southgate. He's been in a job so long. I don't know how he does it. But I think if he was the Tottenham manager, it's a match made in heaven. Right, Sav?
I don't
Think
really
about
rate
it.
him.
I'm not saying for any actual club. I'm saying for Tottenham.
Bro.
Tottenham fans are so upset right now that one Tottenham fan is crazy how you said that. I actually had a Tottenham fan as a classmate. He always wore a Hoiberg shirt, which Hoiberg is actually a good player, so I respect it. But yeah, they exist, man.
Bro, I had a top
Put
brother
your cup
when I
middle
was
on
at
the table.
Wolmer's. When I was at Wolmer's, I made a bet with this kid. He was like 2 years younger than us, right? So when I was like 16, he was like 14, right? Bro, I made a bet with this dude. I said, yo, you see, if in 10 years' time you're married and I am not, and Kane doesn't win a trophy, you give me full right to sleep with your wife, yeah? And bro said, yes. And I'm counting, bro. I'm still counting. And I'm looking for you. And I know where you I know your name. I know where to find your friends on Facebook. I know if you're married, bro.
That
Stay
is
late.
wild. That is so
What
wild.
the hell?
It's
Stay
been
left,
like
bro.
it's been 10 years and bro still holding on to that bet, bro. That's
Bro,
crazy.
bro, if I'm correct, I have 3 years left, so don't bottle this, Harry.
That's the wildest thing I've ever heard. That's
Bro, this
crazy.
bro, this
You know,
bro,
Bro said I'm
this
coming
is
for your
Pep
wife.
Guardiola levels. This is Pep Guardiola levels of thinking now, lads. Stay with me here, okay? So I love if company goes there, yeah? I love it, absolutely. Just for 3 seasons, blood.
bruv, I think you should have said that
What?
after it happened. Because I'm telling you now, bruv, if company wins the DFB Pokal next season, I'll come
Nah,
back to
mate.
this.
Nah, mate. Allow it, bro. Trey, as long as Trey doesn't support another team, I'm good. If Trey comes out in a full Dortmund kit, bro, I'm screwed, bro. I've taken a firm L if he does that. I'd love for Trey. I'd personally pay Trey to just wear a Bayern kit for the rest of the next 3 years, every day. Every day.
Bloody hell, what a. We need to get back on track. Fucking hell. This is not what we brought him back for. This is not what we brought him.
Bro, the people love the controversy, man. You allow it.
Oh my Christ. That's sad for you people. Oh my God, where were we? Company getting a job. Yes, that's where we were. Man, I don't even know what else to go on to. Fucking hell. The England squad's been named. Fry, you're an Englishman. No Marcus Rashford. Kobe Mainoo is there. But Luke Shaw, who hasn't played a game since January, is also there. Your manager, Southgate, you know.
Um, so with I'm not going to talk about Rashford. It's a touchy subject, but I'm going to talk about the fact that Southgate's still going to play five at the back and some long ball spamming. But I think the team is good. He does show that he's using his mind. Henderson was in the squad, which is wonderful because like Hennessy is his guy. So I think the squad is good. I think Rashford not being in the squad is the right choice. The right choice. Luke Shaw is the right choice. Right. So I like the squad. It looks squad in. It looks squad in. Yeah.
Looks good.
I actually really agree with this statement. Rashford does not deserve after the season that he's had. He doesn't deserve to be in this squad. To be honest, Kobe Mainoo does, and we're not forgetting that Foden plays in the same position as Rashford. He can at least, I should say rather, left wing. He can. Same with Palmer. He can play left wing as well. Grealish, who I've barely seen all season, has still had a better season than Marcus Rashford, right?
I mean, yeah, you sure about that? I
Mm.
mean, he scored 4 goals and Rashford scored 9. Like,
Yeah, man. But bro, Rashford
he's not.
runs around like a headless chicken half the time, man.
I
He
mean,
runs around like a headless chicken, making poor decisions on the pitch. When you should pass, you're shooting. When you should shoot, you're trying to dribble like you're freaking Messi. No, you're not, mate.
And this
Put the ball in
Rashford
the net.
slander, I can't appreciate it now. We all
But am
know
I
this is how
lying? No,
Rashford
no,
plays.
no.
He
Hold
what
has
me
a good
slander,
season
accountable.
and he has an off
Right.
season.
Am I lying? No. Hold me accountable.
bro?
No. You be the first person. Hold me accountable, Fry. If anything I just said was a lie. Does this guy not run through and make absolutely some of the most crap decision making? Bro, if you put in on real life composure stats, this guy has negative 69, bro. Brother, the man is atrocious with decision making. Kobe Mainoo, an 18-year-old, has better decision making than a 20. What old is he? 25, 26? Or is he
That
He's
27?
is
26, touching
fact.
27.
He's
That
26
is
or
so
27.
true.
Bro, he doesn't
Wow.
have any decision making, brother. And that's where Grealish deserves it ahead of him. At least Grealish knows when to pass. Yeah, Grealish will try to dribble and lose the ball from time to time. But Grealish at least has the work rate to go back and defend and win it again.
Yeah,
That's just
that's
what
true.
I'm
Just
saying.
remember that Rashford I feed the children. Just always have that in the
No,
back of your mind.
no, I can't say
That's
that.
all he cares about. That's all Fry pulls up. Anytime he says something bad about Rashford, he's like, "Remember, he feeds the kids." Like, bro, we're
Bro,
talking football.
But
bro,
what about the kids?
bro,
It's
the
The
important.
kids
kids
aren't
don't
playing football.
matter. The kids ain't a part of this, bro. The kids
Bro said
ain't
the
buying
kids don't
season
matter.
passes.
They were hungry. They were starving.
Let them eat
Don't.
cake. That's what Marie said. If you know your history, you know that reference.
Uh,
Let them eat cake,
yep,
bro,
yep.
bro, bro. If I had the same amount of money as Rashford, I'd be doing the same thing. What he's doing is
Nah.
absolutely
You would have been
phenomenal,
spending it on
Maybe.
hookers and
bro,
coke. You wouldn't be
bro.
helping no kids.
No,
Stop
I
lying.
don't do coke.
We say that
I
in
don't
GTA, of
do
course.
coke, man.
In GTA. He
Bro,
does
I was
heroin.
talking Coca-Cola, bro. I don't drink
Oh.
coke. We all know Pepsi is better, right?
I mean, the
Anyways.
Coca-Cola from the 70s. Hey,
Nice, nice,
hey.
nice, nice. But for real though, while he's doing noble deeds off the pitch, we should not let noble deeds off the pitch impact our perceptions on the pitch. If we did that, Maradona would not have been a footballer, because we know he's the
Ah,
biggest juggler in South America before Escobar.
ah.
We know that, right? Right. Johan Cruyff was on the cover of Marlboro, and that's a cigarette brand for those who don't know, right? You can't let off the
Mm.
field accolades impact what happens on the pitch unless it directly influences play. And while one could say a jugged up Diego Maradona did impact play, I'm all for it, so I'm not going to call out against
Um,
that. What I
I
don't
mean,
want to see though is a undrugged Marcus Rashford moving like a drugged up Maradona, but with 2 left feet instead of, actual footballing ability.
Hey,
Yeah.
yeah, that's obviously a fair point. And I do agree. He has been very shit this season. Very garbage this season for sure. But is Rashford? I saw him always on and
Where,
off.
where's the
It's
ball?
You
Rashford.
can't just be on and off. Look, Barca wouldn't take a player like Rashford to be on and off every season. Real Madrid won't do it. Bayern won't do it. Fuck United doing it for. And this is not a Rashford
Bro, look at Barca. Look at
thing.
what
On and off,
Rafinha is
he's
doing at
on and off,
Barca.
he's on and off. You cannot do it.
Look at what he's doing in Barca, right? Look at what Rafinha. Wouldn't you rate Rafinha's season at least an 8 out of 10? And Barca want to get rid of him because he's inconsistent. Blood, this guy's inconsistent. He's better than Lewandowski, right? And while one could chalk that up to the financial situation of Barcelona,
Lewandowski.
Lewandowski, exactly. But bro, man, bro, that's what to say home. Sit this one out, little bro.
It's crazy. And I inform Rashford is one of the best in the world now. Come on. And he's feeding the kids. Come
What
on.
world? What world are you referring to?
Stop talking about the kids.
Bro, the kids don't matter. Can the kids
Not an
Can the
excuse.
kids dribble against? Can the kids dribble past that Dayo Upamecano? Can the kids?
But they
Probably.
were starving. But they were starving. And him give them breakfast, lunch,
Look,
and dinner.
listen.
Bro.
I'm going to get control of this because if I don't, Fry is going to talk about starving children all night. We're
United fans
moving
have
on.
been starving
We
for
are
the last
moving
6-7
on.
years.
It's
We've been
because I
starving for
remember a
years.
time I was starving. So it hits
Shut
close
up.
to home
You're
that
Jamaican. We always starve.
Exactly.
Then
Bro,
you
I
should
watched a video
understand.
with someone eating sardine
No.
and sipping
Are we
condensed
getting
milk.
food? Is he feeding us? No.
I saw
But
that
we're not
video.
understanding. We'll move
Uh,
on. Sure.
Savage,
Thank you.
I saw the video. I saw the video with the sardine and condensed milk. It's actually a delicacy,
I am
bro.
muting you, Fry. I am muting you for a little while. We will move
Time out.
on. Sure.
Time out.
We're moved on. Right? Tony Cruz is set to
War
retire
just
after football, out from football after the Euros. This man has had every season at Real Madrid for above 92% pass accuracy. Like this man is what you call the evolution of a passing midfielder. Like thoughts on Cruz, like I have somebody told me once that Cruz doesn't run at all. That's what his name is. He's never fussed. He's never flustered. And when Cruz points, you know to run.
world class. World class.
Phenomenal.
Just phenomenon, man. He was a very, very, very good. Like, he's only 34 years old. Modric is 40 and he says he's signing a new contract. Muller's still there. Messi, Ronaldo still there. Hell, ACL twice in 1 year. He'd still be there. Like, I mean,
There isn't really much to add, man. He's just the best of the best. That's plain and simple.
I
Plain
think
and
what
simple.
Cruz is allowing himself to retire when he can still be on his high. He's seen a lot of these brilliant players tarnish their reputations just for trying to go too long, going after cash grabs in other leagues, like Qatar, Saudi, MLS. And he's decided that he won't be that type of player. That he'll retire at the club that he spent most of his life with. All right. Um, all I have to say, he's an absolute legend of the game. One of the best passers in modern football history. Not the greatest of all time, but he's certainly in the conversation of to be one of the greatest of all time.
Yeah. And I tell people, Cruz is the reason why I can never say Kevin De Bruyne is the best passer I've ever seen because I watched Tony Cruz all my fucking life, and I can't say anybody can pass the ball better than him. I mean, probably Zidane, but I didn't technically watch Zidane, right? I didn't technically watch him, so I won't put him in any conversation. Where are we? We've gone through the internationals. Um, we've gone through Tony Cruz. We've gone through Tottenham being Tottenham. Ross Barkley to Aston Villa. Thoughts on that? Some transfer news coming out as well.
Bro, I don't even have anything to say about that. It just seems like a match made in heaven for some weird reason to me. It's like that nostalgic feeling you get when you eat one of those pill sweeties from way back when. Even if it has nothing to do with me, it's just nostalgia for some reason. And I wish him the best.
Fry, thoughts on Ross Barkley, another Englishman?
It's been a while since I've seen him, but whenever I see Ross Barkley, he always looks good. So I think it's gonna be I think he'll do well at Villa.
Mhm. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, I hope he does squad as well. There are people who think he should have made the England squad for the Euros because he had a very good season at Luton Town. But not there. Um, I mean, what else happened? Seriously, what else happened this week? I mean, a lot happened. A lot of managers getting sacked and such and such. I mean, final topic. Because we've been on this for a while. I mean, my God, for quote unquote affecting the outcome of gambling or outcome of the betting markets. Um, Another player behind
Yeah, cutting out from.
Tonali and Fagioli and Ivan Tony who've done this. I mean, Sav, can you not take away the phones?
Bro, you need the Akraf Hakimi treatment for them. Don't put anything in their name. They can't do anything in their name. Why you're a footballer? Why do you need to gamble? You're that rich. You have no reason to gamble and waste your money. What do you order? Do you owe the mafia money or something, Paqueta? There's no reason. I just can't understand. I don't know if it's because of the way I was raised. I can't get behind gambling, bro. Even in the simplest forms. I just don't like it. And I just think it's greed. I just think it's greed at this point. Mm.
Makes sense. Fry, you've gambled here and there. I heard you put in $100 on Georgia winning the Euros, so you can cash out 430,000.
That 100% was your claim, but um yeah, I'm not a betting man either, but I understand why they do bet because they have a lot of powers. The players they know the team sheets, they can score goals. So if they can make an extra buck here or there or help out an entire group of people by getting
But
a
if
yellow
you get
card or two,
caught, do the pros outweigh the cons?
it, well, it's been outweighing the cons until they've gotten caught. So that's what I'm trying to say. That they have been riding this wave of gambling and reaping the benefits of it up until this point now. So I guess it has been great. But um hopefully they like take away them phone and take everything, like just have more control over it, because it's definitely bad. You can see how gambling can really corrupt the thing, because we've seen the Champions League, the latest the last Champions League match, how it was very iffy as relation to the calls by the referee. So gambling can really impact a game in that way. So yeah, it's bad. Hopefully
Fair
them do
enough.
better.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and we'll go into a quick break after this. We'll find out who kicks the bucket this week. We won't play any more Kendrick Lamar on this. And we have some good news. It won't be Diddy. We'll be right back.
Welcome back, guys. We just come back from a break, and we're gonna go straight into who is kicking the bucket this week. And the crazy thing is that I actually had a sports theme related person to kick the bucket this week, you know. But if you were paying attention to the show, I was muted by the executive producer because of my thought. And for that, I decided to change who would be kicking the bucket. And it's not who you
No.
think. Wait, no. It's not who you think. And it's actually something far more crazy. It's actually Andrew Holness. Andrew Holness is kicking the bucket this week because somehow him still have world boss in a prison. Free world boss. Look how much time passed since the appeal gone through.
What bro
And
got do?
but him just have the power and him to do something about it. Like free world boss, man. Like Andrew Holness to do better. And is when Savage talked about the political aspect of his, was when I was thinking like, yeah, Andrew Holness really need to kick the bucket because in the release world bosses. Obviously, I don't understand how politics work, but I think Andrew Holness need to kick the bucket because Vybz Kartel is still in jail after him busting case, and it's been weeks, almost a month or two, and I can't stand for it. Free world boss, justice for world boss, justice to Fry come and get muted because I was talking about freeing the kids. So yeah, so that's who kicking the bucket.
Wait. So let me explain something to you, right? You see, when you make an appeal to the Judicial Committee or the Privy Council, it takes months to get heard. In the event that the appeal or the original case is overturned, it takes a lot of months in order for it to get retried again. Why? The Privy Council does not typically overrule cases. It's a humanitarian-based court, so it tries to find a redeeming quality in a serial killer squirrel. It will try to find a redeeming a redeeming quality in an F5 tornado. Right? That's how the Privy Council is. What they have to do, what Jamaica has to do, if they intend to keep on those charges, is to find a way to essentially get old evidence again, as well as new evidence to back up their claims. You can't do that in 1 month. And that's why you can't just release the man. If I just release the man like that, remember, he's only been acquitted of that charge, right? Other charges are still there. Conspiracy is still there, right? You can't release someone just because one charge has been acquitted. You get me? So that's why it's taking that long.
Yeah, you got to listen to him.
Okay,
Right? He does.
I would agree with
He's
you if you weren't a
he-
laborite. If you weren't a laborite, I would agree with you.
Whoa! Oh my God!
Bro.
If you weren't Andrew Holness's right hand man, I would agree with you. But you are, so obviously conflict
Bro,
interest
I'm
or whatever they say.
non-partisan, bro. I'm non-partisan. I am non-partisan.
Bro is a laborite. They cannot fool me. They cannot trick me. You must kick the bucket too. Next week you'll kick the bucket enough for that. You and Diddy kick the bucket next week.
Blood, you've got to listen to him. And listen, political views are not right. We're not bringing that in. He's a political science kid. He knows the shit he's talking about.
I do
He
know the
actually
shit
does.
That is
That's the
also,
crazy
but he's
part of
also a laborite. So,
Bro,
so it
but
just
I'm
it just conflicted. It just
Bro, you think I could
conflicted.
survive in UE being partisan? No, man. No.
Bro, I have to pick a side.
Yo, you have to pick a side, but not yet.
Uh,
All right. Switching
Blood.
from that.
Let just bro. Let me. Oh my god. Oh
Andrew, you
my
hear that?
word.
Oh wait, yeah, Andrew. By the way, all things you said here is based on satire, so there's no way in hell you could actually charge Jackson for that. Although that would be purge, not purge. Why am I saying purge?
Why are you saying Gertrude?
That would be censorship of the press. So I hope you understand that. All right,
Don't worry,
moving
he
on.
can't. I'll DM him myself. Moving on.
But
Right, man.
who kicks the bucket for me this week? I'm sticking to sports. I'm not going. I was gonna say Joe Biden, but then I know
Oh
my
my god.
Democrats will go on my ass, so I'm not gonna do that. No, literally, those are dinosaur. Anyways, the person kicking the bucket for me is Jurgen Klopp, and I don't mean it in a
Crazy.
bad way. I mean it in a literal way that he's leaving football. He's essentially a memory that will be long lived in the hearts of Liverpool fans and maybe some wider Premier League fans as well. We cannot negate his contributions to the sport, and he's a bubbly personality that more than likely will be missed among the managerial class of the Premier League. Pep Guardiola was emotional when he was talking about him having to leave. And to truth be told, I will miss Klopp. I will miss Klopp. The only thing I won't miss is the sevens, but I'm just using this segment. Normally I'll tell Birmingham fans to kick the bucket or something, or Real Madrid fans, or maybe even Vinicius Junior, because I hate the little. I can't say that word on live. Um,
Careful.
I hate him, but I think I should use the time to finally do good for once in my life and actually big up who deserves to be big up. So, so thank you, Jurgen, for all of the amazing moments, all of the memorable times. You know, not the greatest manager in Premier League history, probably not even in the top five, to be honest.
That is true.
For, but you'll forever be one to remember from the modern era. You'll always be remembered. That's what I'm trying to say.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
That's a great.
And that is
That is a fantastic way to counter the shit Fry spoke before he was on. That's the best thing to counter it. I tell you that. That's the best thing. This is why we brought this guy back on the show. He knows when to counter what. It works. It just freaking works, man. Um, but for me, I always go on a rant, right? I don't know why. It just happens. I don't know. But the person who is kicking the bucket this week, and this is a prelude because this video will be out, this will be out after the FA Cup final. So I'm already predicting the future. It's Michael Oliver who's head of VAR. He needs to go, blood. I mean, listen to me. 6 games I can name you where City should have lost or drawn or somebody got sent off that he was there and they didn't. They won every game. No penalties. Doku kicking somebody in the chest. Kovacic should have get 4 different red cards. Everything. Handball on Grealish, etc. He is not good, right? He is the worst referee in England history. I tell you for free. We could take a 10-year-old that is illiterate from Rima and he would ref the game better than Michael Oliver.
No, me. I think you're forgetting a certain Anthony Taylor exists. I think
No, look, with
I
Taylor now, Taylor just doesn't give a shit. Taylor just doesn't
bro.
give a shit. Taylor just doesn't care, blood. Like we need refs like Clattenburg and Howard Webb and what was that guy's name, man? He was on the cover of PES. He's still the only ref who was ever on the cover of a game. We need refs like those guys again that don't give a shit but are actually good.
Yeah, you mean Pierluigi Collina, the greatest referee of all time.
Colina, yes, trouble referee. He told the
And
Bayern players, "Don't be sad. They have 30 seconds left."
you know what? I really respect that guy because even when he got sponsored by a certain company, um the Italian FA said they thought he'd become corrupt, and he just left. He's like, okay, since you guys clearly don't trust me, then I'll just retire. And he retired like that. That's how he literally went out. He didn't for once make his morals be questioned, and he still earned the bag at the end of the day. He was an amazing ref.
He was a damn good ref. But just final thought. Well, not final thoughts, but South has sent in his Premier League team of the season. I feel he wasn't here last week to produce his, or I think was it last week we did it? I think it was last week. So I'll go through the team, and we'll have to question why he's put here. Fry, feel free to jump in. I will actually, where is Fry? I'm finding yours because this man put South. Could you believe he put Leon Bailey in his team of the season?
No, bro, go to bed. Go to bed, Fry. Go to bed, man. You're tired. You're sleep deprived. America is working you too hard.
Facts.
Bro, Bailey, dog. Come on, man.
Blood, I couldn't believe it. But let's so your goalkeeper was Allison, arguably the best goalkeeper in the league. Has he been up to it this season to still merit that position?
Well, I tell you what, he certainly saved Liverpool's asses more times than I can count. And that's enough for me. He's been solid almost during all points of the season, having a one little injury here and there, but he's been absolutely phenomenal. I think he's keeper of the season for me.
Yeah, and the back four that consists of you've put Andy Robertson, Ruben Diaz, William Saliba, and Kyle Walker. Fry, there's only one Englishman in that back line. Do you feel offended?
Why would I feel offended? Why? Well, it would be better if a certain Harry Maguire was in there for sure, but I think it's okay. I think it's okay. Um, William Saliba has to be in the team of the season. Has to be without a doubt. Um, yeah, so I think it's good. Roberts is actually I didn't expect him to say Roberts because Roberts is underrated for sure, and he has been outstanding.
Yep, 8 million. 8 million. That's what it costs. And I see you guys both went with 4-4-2. So I'll just read along the line because there's no defense in this team, barring the actual back four. Martin Odegaard, Musa Diaby, Cole Palmer, and Kevin De Bruyne. Now, you had Bruno Fernandes, right? You had Leon Bailey, and you had Alejandro Garnacho. Which, look, I love Garnacho. I have his shirt on right now. I'm not putting him in the team.
Okay, okay, but Savage has Musa Diaby over Phil
Diaby's
over
been good.
over Phil.
Bro, you didn't have Phil.
But that's
Didn't have
because I'm
Phil.
biased. But I put
I was the only one
Bailey
with
over
Phil.
Phil. But I put Bailey over Phil. So that's the point I'm trying to make. He's also biased, but he's biased around. He's biased to Diaby over Phil. It's crazy, man.
Honestly, guys, I have to apologize for that. I accidentally, well, yeah.
We just didn't argue over the fact they never have Phil, but you have
Well,
Diaby.
okay. The reason why Phil wasn't there is because I completely forgot that Phil played this season. I don't know why my brain just forgot him. He would have definitely been there ahead of Diaby, to be fair. Or I'd probably have dropped Odegaard and put Phil there and kept Diaby because Diaby has been absolutely phenomenal. And I'm not even going to lie. That's probably what I would have done. The sole reason why Phil Foden is not there is because it completely slipped my mind to put him there. I don't know why. So my updated list would be to drop Odegaard and put Phil there. I'm keeping Diaby though. Diaby's been absolutely tantalizing this season. And Odegaard just quite simply is not better.
That's very understandable.
And Odegaard quite simply is not better than than KDB, or he's quite simply he's not better than KDB or Cole Palmer this season. So I have to put Foden on the left, keep Diaby on the right with KDB and Palmer in the middle. And then for the two strikers, I went for the tried and true Norwegian robot himself, Erling Haaland, and Ollie Watkins. Watkins has been absolutely sublime this season. Haaland is there obviously because he won the Golden Boot. So yeah, I still have to put the Golden Boot winner in there. So I'd say I probably have the most balanced team out of all of us, to be fair.
Oh,
No, not
fuck
in
off.
terms of
What the hell are you
no,
talking about?
no. I mean the most fair team, the most fairly reflected team. Because I don't know where Garnacho came from, nor Bruno Fernandes.
No, listen,
You know, I
bro,
don't know.
bro. Only Fry was biased. Only Fry was biased.
Bro,
Don't do
It's
that.
bro.
on,
I
but it's
actually
on
had a
brand.
team. He got two Italians. You've got a Jamaica. You have Cole Palmer up front. You've got what? The,
Friday, this is a dream league, you know, blood.
blood, bro. My team actually made sense because I had players like Declan Rice, like Phil Foden, Ollie Watkins, Saliba, Anthony Robinson, who I think is still has been the best left back in the Premier League. Sorry, Premier League this season, just based on like performances. And obviously, if a goalkeeper, right, that was an actual toss up because people go with Raya, people go with Vicario like Friday, then you go into the Allison. I went with Pickford. I still can't find somebody to go consistently with one goalkeeper. And I went with Pickford because Everton have the fourth best defense in the Premier League. But we shall move. And the final thing before we do cut this show off, FA Cup preview for the final. We will not be doing a commentary of that because there is too much moving parts. Um, but for once this season, for the only time this season I can say this statement, Manchester United have a fully fit squad. That's mad. We're in May and the season started August.
Bro, we're
And
winning
I
this
have
match.
finally been able to say it.
We're winning this, bro. We're winning. We're beating them. Best believe it.
Mm.
The-
Fry?
It's really sad that one of the matches where having a fit squad don't matter. Or have a fit squad. But it no matter. It doesn't matter at this point. It's too late.
I mean, it's too late. You can still do something, bro. You know, you put Ale and Bruno in your team. You know they're special.
Where was Luke Shaw when we needed it most? Bro, vanished like the avatar, fam. Had
But guess
one
what?
But
Lusaka and Dallo playing over there.
But guess
It
what?
was
The Avatar
crazy.
did turn up in the end.
exactly.
After everybody dead, that's the point. Everyone died.
Actually, he died first. Just so you know.
Oh, alright. That's not how the
Bro,
story goes, but okay.
No, I didn't mean like his original family. They died because they were stupid. Um, he after the fact and after he came and he saved the world, he was the first one that died, I believe, and then Saka. Or was it Saka and then I think it was him then Saka.
Oh,
okay.
yeah, I didn't. Okay.
So this is weird because this is kind of breaking news on a delayed thing. So I don't know when you guys will see it, but Sean Kingston's house in Florida has been raided by police for fraud and theft charges, and his mother has been arrested.
That's not a beautiful way to go out, man. That's
Yeah,
not too
it's not.
beautiful
That's
at
not going to be
all.
our final topic, but you know, I know Fry likes to hear these type of things because Diddy, etc. So
Did he do it?
I mean,
Did he do
Oh,
it?
that's crazy. First of all, your house being ready for fraud stuff is fine. As long as it's not no trafficking, that's fine. You can bust the case in rich. But it's good
Wait.
that
what?
he's upholding the Jamaican roots and like being in tune with like the scamming.
Bro, wow! You're making this very harder to come back from now to end the show.
I second that sentiment. I second that sentiment. Keep it with tradition, you know? At least it's that and it's not murder or something like that, bro. At least.
Yeah, exactly. And on that note,
And on that note,
Bro,
we can end the show. Guys, remember, if you want to make a donation, you see me, just link me up and I'll give you my PayPal, you know?
that's not how it goes. We're not taking donations yet, guys. Chill. If anybody does say, yo, subscribe to this and whatnot, and you donate to the channel, don't believe them. Like, unless you see it on the official Twitter page, it's not there. It doesn't exist. So, yeah, there's that. By this time tomorrow, I will be. Well, no, wait. Yeah, no, Saturday, when you guys hear this. The FA Cup final is done, and I am either on the train. Well, I would be on the training ground, but I would either be angry on the training ground or I would be the happiest man alive on the training ground. No idea which.
And
I don't really
I-
matter which.
I have a question to ask you guys before you wrap up. If Ten Hag manages to win this, would he be the most successful manager post Mourinho? Or arguably post Fergie? Because he'd have won 2 trophies in 2 seasons.
it's crazy. No, that's a crazy point.
And they
That's
want
a
to sack him.
And they want to sack him because of things out of his control.
That's a
Yeah.
crazy point.
And he could have actually had 3 if he didn't lose the final last year as well. So I'm
Yeah,
just
I mean-
saying.
I mean, we lost the final last year because we didn't really have an attacker. We kind of had 3 wingers and McTominay, and we had Weghorst in
Exactly.
midfield.
Exactly. No, I'd say Hoyland could do a job. And I don't think Anthony starts. Throw the all out there. He deserves it.
Mhm. Anthony Martial is fit.
And
How long have you said that?
Days. Bro, this bro is still alive.
It's his last game for United ever. His contract ends in the summer. It's his last game. And he's
Bro,
fit.
Tony Martial, please. A brace, I beg. A brace to win. You'll win the hearts of United fans and you'll go out with the bang that you came in with. You came in with a hat-trick. Please go out with a hat-trick. It's only right.
Tony
It's only
Martial,
fair.
he came from France. The English media said he had no chance. 50 million down the drain. Tony Martial scores again.
La la la. La la la.
La la la.
La la
La
la
la la.
la
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 la la la. That's how you end the show.
That's how you end the show, lads.
That's how we do it.
That's how
That's
we
how
do
we
it.
do it. And I hope that's exactly how Martial ends his United career, with a trophy, with a winner against Manchester City, putting that ball fraud in his place. Adios. Fry, any final thoughts?
Muchas gracias, nueves. No me gusta.
You don't like what?
You just said you said thank you very much. Never, I don't like.
Well, I can say the same about Real Madrid.
Blood.
Shoo.
We'll see you guys next week. All the Spanish speakers in the comments just roast Fry for that. We'll see you next
Yes,
week. Have a
please,
good one.
please.